That was fun. Let's throw a background on this thing. What's going on, everyone? I'm going to retouch this photo tonight. So I already did a lot of this work, and then I decided to start streaming this. So I need help trying to pick whether I want this photo in black and white or in color. So let's look at it in color. Hmm. All right. Let me show you the raw photo first. So I started with this photo here. Pretty, pretty good. Keep coming back to this black and white. It's pretty striking. It's doing this thing again where I can't see your comments. Thanks, Matt. Hey, Andrew. Trying to make sure that comments are showing up, but I have to go to the stream itself in order to see it. So they're not popping up live on my side. I have to do a little research on why the private accounts don't allow that. I think we figured that out before in the past, but you got to have me host your live events. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't even know when I'm going to be doing these. Most of the time, I just do them on a whim because I'll be in here retouching these photos, and then I decide that I should have shared most of this process as I went because I did quite a bit of retouching on this photo. but I was really getting stuck with the black and white and color part of it, and I'm usually not a fan of black and white photos, um, but I think this is pretty awesome. And what would be cool with this is it's got a lot of these shadows down at the bottom, a lot of this blacks down here. You could almost like composite something down here fading in. Uh, no, I'm streaming with restream.io. Um, I was using StreamYard for a while, but then the prices just got a little bit too high for what I was using it for. Um, but I know with StreamYard, we were running into problems with people being able to comment and leave comments. For some reason, it'll do it on my Spectacle Photo account, but it won't do it on my personal. So, but yeah, let me see if I can. Hold on, I'm gonna download like a royalty free like a nebula or something, some kind of NASA style photo. Let's see what I can find here. Some royalty free Hubble photo. Since Story, the gentleman that I'm retouching, he worked on Hubble. All right, let me save this one. This one's a little challenging because of how tall it is. But you could do like, you could have some cool effects on that. Changes the dynamic of the portrait, but could be pretty cool. All right, I think I'm going to go with the black and white on this. I do have it saved as both though, because I'm indecisive and I don't want to bake anything into my final photo. So um, I'll save both of them and then go back to them for a few months and a few weeks, going back and forth on which one I like. Let me save this as a PSD. Cool. I also have this photo of Story in front of Atlantis from last night's Yuri's night. But I think I'm going to retouch this one real quick just to see if I can get a similar kind of look and feel to the ones that I was doing earlier. So a little bit bluer tint in the background. Got a little bit of his ear cut off here. Got to watch out for that. Always check your edges. The Photoshop does a really good job at cutting subjects out, but it's still will bite you. There'll be some spots where it just won't work. All right, let me clean up some of this. Whoa, that was fun. What is this thing doing? All right. If you guys have never been to Yuri's Night, you should check it out. It's once a year. It's at the Kennedy Space Center. They also have one in LA, and it is a giant space party with astronauts and tech people in the space industry. Amazing. They have the 501st there, which is the Star Wars group of cosplayers. So you've got stormtroopers walking around. Amazing. Droids. They had a bunch of R2D2 droids. So this portrait was taken right in front of Atlantis, which is right next to Hubble, and Story flew on Atlantis. He did 5 shuttle flights. He's the only astronaut to fly on all of them, is what he mentioned. So he said that he piloted that shuttle right behind him, which is pretty amazing. Great. Could have shot this a little bit lower, got a little bit of his arms in here, but it's trying to get Atlantis behind him. I probably should have framed Atlantis a little bit higher on his head, maybe moved him to the left a little bit with Atlantis behind him. But um, when you're shooting this stuff, this location is extremely dark. There's not many lights for your camera to focus on. So it's a tricky spot to shoot at. But also, when you're dealing with talent who actually is there for a keynote speech or to talk, you don't want to waste too much of their time. So you really want to just shoot, not really sweat the small stuff while you're there. That's pretty good. I'm going to open up a retouch that I did earlier that I really liked the color treatment that I put on it. So what I'm going to do is steal some of the color adjustment layers that I have on a separate PDF that's opening right now. All right, so we've got, it looks like I already have them selected, so I'm going to drag these over because I like the color treatment that I put on some of these. So I'm going to get rid of this vibrancy one because he's turning a little orange. Curves keeps it a little flat. This lookup is giving me those bright highlights. I think I'm going to tone that down even more. Not a big fan of that. I'll get rid of this. This was from that other one, so you gotta. I'm gonna remake that mask. So that mask is for shadows. Do something like that. All right, now that's on the shadows. We've got curves from the other one, which we can get rid of. We've already done that one. And then this one here, what are these curves? Yeah, that's the one that we replaced it with. Great. Maybe I'll pop some vibrancy on the background. Not bad, not bad. Nice. Looking pretty good. I kind of like it a little bit more in color. I might actually lighten up this background a little bit. Let's see. It's pretty good. Look, you can see his feet over here. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is run it through a little sharpen pass. I'll get it nice and sharp. And since I have him selected, I'm going to, on this layer, he's got an outline that Photoshop filled in. I'm going to go ahead and control click that, delete the layer mask that the sharpen layer made, and then I'm going to apply a new layer that's only going to, or a layer mask that's only going to sharpen the photo or the subject in front. Just like that. And I might actually bring back this vibrancy and boost it on the top of this, give him a little bit more color. There you go. That's pretty good. It's not every day you get to photograph an 86-year-old astronaut who has accomplished as much as Story has. All right, I'm going to save this. Great. All right, guys, I'm going to end this now. I'm going to go through some of the photos that I took the other night or last night, it feels like the other night, at Yuri's night. I've got almost 500 photos to go through, and most of them are of attendees hanging out and partying in under Atlantis or near Atlantis. It's pretty awesome. Like I said, it's a pretty awesome event. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the comments, and I'll catch you guys later.